Welcome to another episode of Life is Like a Box of 45 Records. Because, folks, you never know what you're going to get in the box, right? And I'm still holding up the blue box. Next time I'll hold up the red box. How's that? But here's the blue box again, folks. This time, we're going to do a special edition of Life is Like a Box of 45s. You never know what you're going to get. Because we're going to do a solo Beatles edition. I may do two solo Beatles editions, but this will be a number one. Okay, so it's got the stack right here of the solo Beatles. And so why don't we get right into it, folks, okay? And this one's kind of timely because the super duper uber box set just came out of Mind Games and the Cube, the $1,350 monstrosity plus tax and shipping. So here is my single of Mind Games, and it is on, I believe the back is the same, and it is on the Apple label. All right, let's see if you can see that. All right, I'm not going to take everything out. It'll be a pain in the neck. Yeah, it's a pain in the neck. Mind Games, there's number one. Number two is kind of a rarity on Geffen. This was the last song John was working on the night he was sadly taken from us. He was in the studio with Yoko that night working on this song, Walking on Thin Ice. And Yoko released the song after John's passing for John. Not much to the picture sleeve, very basic and plain with the credits on it. And it is, of course, on the Geffen label, Walking on Thin Ice. All right, the next one is, another Walking on Thin Ice, right? VCLT in the future, right? VCLT. All right, anyone need it? Want to do a good trade? Let me know, okay? All right, the next one is, and again, I've got my Matt Street special glasses for the ones I can't see, because although it appears very bright here, my little music room here is very dark. It only shows up better on the camera. This is a Red Rose Speedway logo on Apple Records, 1973, My Love backed with The Mess. So you're getting a Red Rose Speedway logo on this Capitol release. And the reason I think it has this little number sticker on it, folks, is because, if I'm not mistaken, I got a bunch of great singles from somebody who once owned a jukebox in a restaurant or a place or something. I forget exactly how I got them, but they were numbered like that. Unfortunately, that kind of ruins the label. But I took them because, as you can see, they're in great shape. I mean, these are great singles. So I took them, and it was like for nothing or something. I forget. But anyway. Okay, so the next one, I'll stay with the Matt Street Old Man glasses for now. Live and Let Die by Wings on Apple, backed with I Lie Around. Staying with Apple, Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth by George Harrison, backed with Miss Odell. Okay. Columbia Hall of Fame. So it's one of those re-release type things. Wings, Getting Closer, backed with Good Night Tonight. Yeah, there's no real picture sleeve in with it. Kind of a weird Columbia label, Columbia Hall of Fame. On Capitol, with a plain Capitol sleeve, black Capitol label, Beware My Love by Wings, backed with Let 'Em In, or Let 'Em In's backed with Beware My Love, I should say. So plain Capitol sleeve, and there you go. All right. Ringo Starr, No Song from Goodnight Vienna, backed with Snookeroo. No, I don't smoke it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. I don't drink it no more. Please, it only makes me sneeze. Okay, Wings, High, backed with Sea Moon. I wanna get high. My Sweet Lord on Orange Capital, backed with Isn't It a Pity? So this must have been a later single. And some silly kid must have thought he could sign a faux George Harrison signature on there. I don't know who that was. MCA label, Elton John band with Philadelphia Freedom, but the big draw for me was it's backed with I Saw Her Standing There, featuring John Lennon when at Madison, recorded live at Madison Square Garden, 1975 single. And I bought this way back then. I don't know if there was a picture sleeve to it, but when I got it, it came like this. Elton John, One Day at a Time. What's on the flip side that was my draw? Oh, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Featuring the stylings of Dr. Winston O'Boogie or something, which is John Guitars or something. So that's why I must have bought this one on MCA Records. One or so more, and then we'll go to some picture sleeves, folks. Paul McCartney with Wonderful Christmas Time and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reggae in Columbia. Okay, we can go back to the matte street glasses for a little while, so I don't look like such a nerd. I know that's hard for me to prevent, but take it away, Paul McCartney, and what's on the other side of this one? I'll give you a ring. So I will show you the picture sleeve. Take it away. I will show you the back. Isn't that nice? And Columbia label. Paul McCartney, Spies Like Us. Backed with Spies Like Us. Oh, My Carnival. That's right. That's right. It was My Carnival. There's the picture sleeve with Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. I don't know if that picture was taken together or was photoshopped. And it's on a rainbow swirl capital. Okay. Let's see. The World Tonight, Paul McCartney picture sleeve and picture disc as well. A nice little, let's see if I can, basically the same on both sides. A picture disc of The World Tonight by Paul. It goes in, it just kind of slips in this little folder like that, see? All right. Kind of a unique one. This looks like I just have the picture sleeve. I'm sure I have the vinyl somewhere. It's all down to Goodnight Vienna and Ooh Wee by Ringo Starr. Oh, this is one of the new ones that came out not too long ago. I haven't opened yet. I kept it sealed. Oh No, Who Has Seen the Wind on Apple, and Lennon, Instant Calm. Remember a couple of years ago when this little special single came out? I just kept one as, you know, collectible. All right, matte street glasses again for these couple coming up. On a very light colored Apple label, It's So Hard, John Lennon Plastic Ono Band, backed with Imagine. Very light colored Apple there. Wings, Daytime, Nighttime Suffering with Good Night Tonight on Columbia. This is a rare kind of picture sleeve. It's Give Ireland Back to the Irish from Wings. And the other side, it doesn't really say. Give Ireland Back to the Irish and Give Ireland Back to the Give Ireland Back to the Irish version and Give Ireland Back to the Irish. So, I don't know. On a special Shamrock label, Wings. And then it came with a semi-picture sleeve, which I thought was very cool. You have the lyrics on there for your viewing pleasure. All right, I don't know if it came through or not. But I got to keep moving, right? We want to get through this pile here. And we'll put that picture sleeve in there safe and sound. Okay. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Wings. And let's see if I can see what it's backed with. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Picture sleeve. Backed with Little Woman Love. Around this period, Paul always seemed to have these specially printed labels on his singles with imagery and stuff, which is pretty cool. Put that back in there. That's kind of a rare single, you know, so I'm glad to have some of these rarities. Back Off Boogaloo, Ringo Starr with Blind Man. All right. Plain on the back on the Apple label. Instant Karma, We All Shine On, an original single. I know it's been re-released since, and you could get a new, I think I may even at some point, if I keep going with this, a few more episodes, show you an original, but original newer one, I should say. But yeah, this is an original oldie. Oh, don't mind me. Paul McCartney, Once Upon a Long Ago, on Parlophone. British only released song. It was pretty popular overseas, and we really didn't get it over here. All right. It's on that Paul McCartney, All the Best, backed with Back on My Feet. All right. Wings, Girls' School, backed with Mull of Kintyre. Over here, this was a sealed plastic, so I can't really take it all out. But in America, Girls' School, this side was the A side, and it made top 40 here in America. Mull of Kintyre was the flip side, and well, I'll try. Come on, man. Make an effort, will you? Show them the other side of the single. Goodness sakes. Yes, it's Denny, Linda, and Paul, Mull of Kintyre. Okay. And now you got to wait while I put it back in there, because I'm like a fanatic with my Beatles collection, and I don't want like stuff and crap falling all over the place and getting milk on it and beer and pizza sauce and cheese and all that stuff. My grubby hands. So I got to put the picture sleeve back in nice, just like it was. I know, you can sit through with me. Want me to sing to you as I do it? Mull of Kintyre, oh, this slowly... Okay, I'll shut up. This was a special single when John had those songs at Madison Square Garden with Elton, and you could get this full picture sleeve with it. I don't know how it's going to translate, but I'll do my best to hold it up for a minute for you. See if it zooms in. I don't know if it will or not. But you got this beautiful picture sleeve from November 28th of that year, 1974. And then you get all the songs. This was an overseas release, I believe. You get, I Saw Her Standing There on one side, and then on the other side, you get Whatever Gets You Through the Night and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. So you get 3 songs from that Madison Square Garden presentation with John and the Elton John Band. That's kind of a unique little ditty to have there. I just have a picture sleeve. Yoko Ono, Oh Sanity, from Milk and Honey and Nobody Told Me was the A side. And then Yoko's song was the B side. Single from Milk and Honey. For some reason, I just have the picture sleeve. I'm sure the vinyl is somewhere. A well-known single here, My Brave Face, Paul McCartney. The first single from his Flowers in the Dirt album. Backed with, what was it again? Flying to My Home, I believe. Yeah, but it's on Purple Capital. Yep. Well-known single from that era. Ringo Starr, It Don't Come Easy on Apple Records, backed with early 1970. You can see there's the sliced apple side. All right, early 1970s, the flip. My favorite song, probably the only song I really like a lot from Extra Texture, George Harrison, You. And here's the picture sleeve. with the single. Come on. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, on one of, well, it wouldn't be funny. I'm sliding one of the things up on one of these videos and it, like, tears in half or something. You'd all laugh at me. Ha, Matt, that's what you get. But I want to show you George's mug. All right, get back in there. Get back in there. And it's on a special custom label here. I'm going to end up tearing one of these. I know it. All right, it's back in. There you go. You can see what the label looks like. I'll just show you one side. World of Stone appears to be the flip side, but that's what the U single looked like. Alrighty then. What do we got here? We have a custom label again with Paul, Capital Wings. Let them in with Beware My Love. I showed you another one earlier with a black Capital label. Here's an original single with the custom label. The Elton John Band, another Philadelphia Freedom with, I saw her standing there. Okay, I showed you that. Must have doubles, triples, who knows. You know it's Beetle Fanatics, you know. Can never let something sit. We got to grab it. Jet, Paul McCartney and Wings on Apple, backed with Mamunia. I'm going, folks. I'm almost there. I'm almost near the end. Wings, again, another Sea Moon and High, 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 doubles. I got a lot of doubles. You'll find us Beatle collectors. Doubles, doubles, doubles. Apple label, Oh My, Ringo Starr, backed with Step Lightly. Ringo had cool custom labels during that 1973 Ringo album period. Black Capital label, My Love, and The Mess, which must have been a later pressing. Okay, we're getting there, folks. Couple more. Black Capital again. I Lie Around with Live and Let Die. Again on Black Capital, later pressing. I Lie Around again with Live and Let Die. Okay, I got doubles, triples. Okay, sue me. Ringo. It's all sealed in there, but it's Rack My Brain. Picture sleeve. Custom Boardwalk label. All right, I'm not going to tear it all out. You get the idea. An original sleeve only of Ringo, You're 16. It's all sealed in there, so I'm not going to pull it out. It's labeled original. And another U I have. Original. This one's in mint condition. All right, original. See? September 15th, 75, baby. Great song. Another original, sleeve only, September 24th, 1973, photograph, Ringo Starr. And last but not least, Paul McCartney's famous Coming Up single that was came out here in the United States as the Live in Glasgow version. Okay, that's it. A solo Beatles box of 45s for you. I'll be back.